topic for today is how no can lead to more yes in your relationship. What? How does that work? I'm Shauna White, heartfelt intimacy coach for couples, helping couples create heartfelt intimacy that flows naturally in their relationship. And today's topic is how saying no, finding ways to say no, can lead to more yes in your relationship. And this is not a manipulation game. So here's what I'm talking about. I believe all of us have some degree of people pleasing programming in our subconscious. And that's natural because we learn from a very early age that when we do things that other people like, they give us warm fuzzies. And when we do things that they don't like, or we don't do things that they want us to do, we get cold pricklies. So naturally, we develop some subconscious learning that says, okay, well, if I want warm fuzzies, then I need to do what other people want me to do, the people who I want the warm fuzzies from. An intimate partnership is all about warm fuzzies, right? So this comes up big time in our intimate partnerships. But the problem with saying yes when what we really mean is no is that it puts us out of balance. Anytime that we feel a should and we listen to the should instead of listening to what feels right for us and be honest out loud about what feels right for us, we put ourselves out of balance. And when we're out of balance with ourselves, we don't feel joy. And so we don't have joy to bring to the relationship to share. So very simply, finding how to say no to our partner allows our energy to feel happy. In other words, allowing ourselves to say no to the things that would pull us out of alignment with ourselves allows us to stay in alignment so that then we are staying in that zone of balance and connection inside ourselves that allows us to feel joy. And then we have joy to bring to the relationship, which means that we have a bigger yes for the relationship as a whole because we chose to say no in those small moments when no was the right answer. However, I want to add a caveat, which is that you might find that when you say no, things don't go well. Your partner gets upset. And if that's the case, that indicates to me an opportunity for your communication to shift. When we are establishing boundaries, right? When we're saying no, we can look at it like establishing boundaries. Or when we say no, we can look at it in a way that makes us communicate with an energy that's tamping down on the flow of things with our partner. And that's not necessary. It's not necessary to say no. You can just peacefully inform your partner that that's just not the way it's going to go because this is what's happening for me. But if you don't know how to pull that off, if you don't know how to express yourself honestly in a way that actually builds connection, and that you find that expressing your no or expressing your needs, whatever you're thinking of, whatever's occurring to you that's different than what your partner wants or what your partner's doing, if you express that in a way and you're finding that it's causing more distance or defensiveness or shutdown with your partner, then that's an indication that your underlying perspective could be improved. I don't want to say there's anything wrong with your underlying perspective because it's actually quite widespread that the way that people communicate, if they have to communicate a difference to their partner, a no or an I want, I need, that it causes communication to get rocky, to kind of shut down in certain ways. It's very widespread. It's very normal. However, it doesn't have to be that way because basically, when you find Okay. So I learned from 29 years of applied spiritual psychology study and practical application in my own life. And I also learned from my nearly 2 years of study with horses. I learned to see communication in terms of energy flows. And what's happening when you experience a shutdown in your communication is that the energy flow is getting blocked. What I found through my spiritual development and my own trials and tribulations, trying to apply that spiritual development so that it would actually render peace and bliss in my relationship and not just on the meditation cushion, right? As I found um, what I was doing wrong that was in the way, I discovered how when you allow your interconnection with divine love, when you open an interconnection with divine love and you allow that interconnection with divine love to guide how you show up in your relationship, how you express yourself, that shifts the underlying perspective that then allows you to communicate with your partner in flow, even when you're saying no. And that flow state, where that the energy flows in your communication, it comes from a place where you're connecting to the one mind that connects us all. Because at the deepest place inside of us, we humans are spiritual, whether whether an individual is awake to that or not. It's a fact. It's a proven fact by many people's experience. And the deepest part of us is a place where we connect to a mind that we all share. And perhaps you've had experiences where you were thinking of someone and they called you, or you felt like calling someone and they were just thinking of you, or you think of someone and you bump into them. These are some examples of how we're connected and experiencing our connection to the one mind that we all share. Doesn't mean that we all express the same thing, but we're connected. It's like I have one hand, but each finger on that hand can do different things. So we each have a unique expression of this one mind that we all share. When you go deep inside yourself to allow that mind or to feel that connection, your connection to that one mind that we all share, you tap into an experience of flow that shifts the energy dynamics in communication with your partner, that allows you to be authentically yourself and even to express differences, express your no in a way that your partner can feel you and feel the love that you have still for him or her. And they can feel the rightness of what you're saying, because you're not speaking from a place of trying to defend yourself. You're speaking from a place of deep honesty so deep that you're speaking from the same place that their deep honesty comes from as well, even though they're an individual unique expression of that. So this is what I help people to achieve in their relationship, to go that deep so that you can find the harmony and connection that flows. And sometimes you end up expressing no. It's not like harmony doesn't mean that you always agree and that you're always speaking in a soft voice and that you're always looking and acting oh so spiritual. It means being real. That harmony and flow and connection that's rooted in divine love means that you are being real and honest. And from that raw honesty, magical things happen, because you're not pushing or trying to control or survive emotionally, which is when you're not connected with divine love. That's what you end up doing. Everybody ends up doing that, just trying to survive in a place of feeling lost inside and trying to make up for it by pleasing others so that they give you warm fuzzies. So unraveling the people pleasing warm fuzzy dynamic really requires deep connection inside, and then finding how to bring the mastery of energy flow dynamics in your communication forward. See, I knew how to connect with divine love on the meditation cushion, but I needed to see how to bring that depth of connection inside myself forward by mastering the energy flow dynamics in communication and intimacy. And that's exactly what I help people with my energy flow intimacy method. So anyway, whatever. I'm not. If you want to talk about that, please contact me. Let's talk about that, because if you're desiring that in your relationship, then don't wait and don't waste more time not having what you want in your relationship, because life on earth is meant to be joyful. And every moment that we wait to understand how to create that is another moment, dare I say, wasted? That's probably not wasted, but well, could be. Maybe I wasted some time trying to do things the hard way. Anyway, meanwhile, if you're not ready to have a conversation yet, or maybe you don't need to, my offer for you now is to explore, when are you giving a yes when your real answer is no? And then how can you give a no that says yes at the same time, but honors you, and allows your overall yes to become bigger and to shine brighter because you're happy in balance with yourself. And I'd love to hear your results. If you give that a try, let me know. Come back, let me know in the comments. How did that go? How did it go with your nose? And how's that feeling in the bigger picture of your yes? All right. Have a great day.